Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be reading a very special book called Mirror, Mirror, written by Marilyn Singer and illustrated by José Masse. Now, one thing I love about this book is it tells fairy tales in a brand new way, right? It also uses what's called a reverso poem. That means when you read the poem from top down, it tells one story, but when you read the same words from the bottom up, it tells a completely different story. Now, as I read, I want you guys to look closely at the pictures and listen for the meaning changes when the poem is reversed, right? Now you will also see one of the characters may feel one way on one side, and then another character may feel something completely different on the mirrored side. Now, guess what, guys? This book also teaches us that sometimes we need to look twice to understand someone else's point of view. So let's open our minds, use our imagination, and I want you guys to enjoy Mirror, Mirror. Mirror, Mirror, a book of reversible verse by Marilyn Singer, illustrated by José Masse. Thanks to Steve Amarin and Amy Livingston, Mark McVeigh, and to all the good folks at Dutton. To Poets and Pals, Rebecca Kai DeLuch, Betty Franco, Chris O'Connell George, Jane Loen, MS, to Luke, with gratitude for all his help and support. Who says it's true? Down is the only view? If you believe that, this poem will challenge you. Up is something new. In reverse, something new is up. You will challenge this poem if you believe that the only view is down. Is true. Says who? Cinderella's double life. Isn't life fair? Stuck in a corner while they're waiting for a chance with the prince, dancing waltz at the ball. I'll be shining these shoes till the clock strikes midnight. Till the clock strikes midnight, these shoes I'll be shining at the ball, dancing waltz at the waltz with the prince, while they're waiting for a chance, stuck in a corner. Isn't life unfair? Okay, everybody. So I would love for you guys to open up your eyes and use your imagination. So you have one side where one person is thinking one way, and then in reverse, the other person is thinking the other way. And this is how the mirror side looks. The Sleeping Beauty and the Wide Awake Prince. Typical. Hacking through briars, looking for love. The prince at work. But I have to be sleeping, never partying, never out in the world. It's no fun being in a fairy tale. In a fairy tale, it's no fun being out in the world, never partying, never sleeping. But I have to be the prince at work, looking for love, hacking through briars, typically. Rapunzel's locks. No wonder she felt snippy, sweeping the floor. It took forever to manage all of that pale, tangled, dangly hair, cut off, shut up in the tower. Who was the strange girl with the weird name? You know, someone said her mother was a witch. It figures. It figures. Someone said her mother was a witch, you know. The strange girl with the weird name who was shut up in the tower, cut off all that pale, tangled, dangly hair. It took forever to manage sweeping the floor. No wonder she felt snippy. Again, as you guys can see, there's two sides. The way that the illustration is and the way that the story is being told, Oh my gosh, amazing. In the hood, in my hood, skipping through the wood, carrying a basket, picking berries to eat, juicy and sweet, what a treat! But a girl mustn't dawdle. After all, Grandma's waiting. After all, Grandma's waiting. Mustn't dawdle. But a girl, what a treat! Juicy and sweet, picking berries to eat, carrying a basket, skipping through the wood in my hood. The doubtful duckling. Someday I'll turn into a swan. No way I'll stay. An ugly duckling, stubby and gray. Plain to see, look at me, a beauty I'll be. A beauty I'll be, look at me, plain to see, stubby and gray. An ugly duckling I'll stay. No way, I'll turn into a swan someday. Mirror, mirror, let me help you get some rest. Mother knows best. Listen to me, Snow White. Sleepy, doopy, happy. You've been working all day and night. You look worn out. A long nap, a blanket, an apple to eat. What would you like? Time to get off of your feet. Time to get off of your feet. What would you like? An apple to eat? A blanket? A long nap? You look worn out. You've been working all night. Sleepy, dopey, happy, Snow White. Listen to me. Mother knows best. Let me help you get some rest. Oh my gosh, again, class. If you look, it's telling two different point of views of that story. So you have one side, one way, and then you have the mirror side, another way. Next, I want you guys to look on the right side to where you see this beanstalk. So you have Jack climbing the beanstalk, and then you have the giant. So keep your eyes open as we go into Full of Beans. Full of beans. What will happen next? Little does he know, a giant beanstalk is about to reach the clouds through the fragrant green air. A boy awaits in the garden. Cow, market, beans, leading to this moment. Time to climb the tree. Time to climb. Leading to this moment. Cow, market, beans, garden. A boy waits in the fragrant green air. Through the clouds, the beanstalk is about to reach a giant. Little does he know what would happen next. Bears in the news. Asleep in a cub's bed. Blondie startled by bears. The headline read next day. Goldilocks claim they should have left the door unlocked. She ate the porridge. She broke a chair. Big deal. No, they weren't there. They weren't there. No big deal. A chair broke. She ate the porridge. She unlocked the door. They shouldn't have left, Goldilocks claimed. Next day, the headline read, Bear startled by blonde asleep in cub's bed. Again, two different scenarios. Wow, this one looks amazing. Remember, guys, use that imagination. Have another chocolate. Fatten up, boy. Don't you like prime rib? Then your hostess, she will roast you goose. Have another chocolate. Eat another piece of gingerbread. When you hold it out, your finger feels like a bone. Fatten up. Don't keep her waiting. Keep her waiting. Don't fatten up. A bone feels like your finger when you hold it out. Eat another piece of gingerbread. Have another chocolate. Goose. Then your hostess, she will roast you like a prime rib. Don't you fatten up, boy. Wow, again, we see another two sides of the story of that have another chocolate. Amazing. Now, this one is also one of my favorites. It's Do You Know My Name? Do you know my name? Do you know my name? Think of the straw turned to gold in this story. I am famous but not liked. I am betrayed by greed, a girl, my foolish self. My foolish self, a girl by greed betrayed. I am liked, but not famous. I am in this story. Think of straw turned to gold. Do you know my name? Disappointment. The princess who kissed the frog. He stayed green. He kept croaking. Shame on you. Only once. You fool, she cried. When he tried for a second kiss, she couldn't believe such disappointment. Isn't this a fairy tale? Where's my happy ending? Where's my happy ending? A fairy tale this isn't. Such disappointment. She couldn't believe when he tried for a second kiss. She cried, fool, you once only, shame on you. He kept croaking. He stayed green, that frog who kissed the princess. Again, oh my gosh, that disappointment, two different sides of a story. Wow, amazing. Okay, and as you can see to the right, this is another one that I want you guys to pay close attention to. And this one is called Longing for Beauty. Longing for beauty. A beast can love beauty. A moist muzzle can welcome a rose. A hairy ear can prize a nightingale singing. Beneath fur, look, a soft heart stirs longing. Longing stirs a soft heart. Look beneath fur. A nightingale singing can prize a hairy ear. A rose can welcome a moist muzzle. Beauty can love a beast. The road. It may be such a fairy tale secret. This much I know. The road leads to wherever you need to go. You need to go wherever the road leads. I know this much. A fairy tale secret? It may be such. Oh my gosh, again, guys, look, two different points of views of reading this, The Road. Amazing. Now, about the reverso. We read the poems down a page, but if we read them up, that's the question I asked myself when I created the reverso. When we read a reverso down, it is one poem. When you read it up with the changes allowed only in punctuation and capitalization, it's a different poem. The first reverso I wrote was inspired by my cat, August. A cat without a chair, incomplete. Incomplete, a chair without a cat. I had such a good time composing it that I had to write more. Reversos can be about many topics. However, the reversos in this book are based on fairy tales. The form is especially appropriate for telling two sides of the story. It is a form that is both challenging and fun, rather like creating and solving a puzzle. Try it for yourself and you will see what I mean. A book of reversible verse. Up or down, a poem in a puzzle. A puzzle in a poem. Down or up. The end. I hope you guys enjoyed the poem and enjoyed Mirror, Mirror. Thank you so much. And I'm going to open the floor for any questions that you may have. Hey, please feel free, ask any questions. And this is an open discussion. Have a great day.